Welcome back to the program. It is time to go to Raw from this past Monday night, or as probably it will forever be known now, instead of Raw is War, Raw is what the... It started off with John Cena coming out to the ring. Of course, being in DC, he got the same reaction that he got 3 years ago. Of course, in my opinion, this is my opinion, SummerSlam 05, him and Chris Jericho, when the fans were booing Cena and the fans were cheering Jericho, that was the night that started Cena hating. DC represented. Anyway, he wanted Batista to come out. Now, I figure, here's Batista. DC born. You know, DC guy, local guy, would get this huge-ass ovation. No. He hardly got an ovation. So, the two of them talked, and then Cena proposed a match for tonight, him against Batista one-on-one. Suddenly, Shane McMahon comes out and says that the new general manager, who he will reveal later on, has already made a match. It is JBL and Kane against John Cena and Batista. So, okay, whoever this new GM is, made a very good main event for Raw that night. And then it only goes downhill from there. I'm going to fast forward a little bit to what was supposed to be for the World Tag Team titles, Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Jerry the King Lawler against Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase. When all of a sudden, one of the referees got a note to give to Lillian Garcia and said that Jerry Lawler and Hacksaw Jim Duggan will not be teaming up. Instead, Jerry Lawler's new tag team partner was going to be Michael Cole. That's right, the tag team of the freaking decade. Jerry Lawler and Michael Cole. And you know I'm saying this as I'm not that serious about it. What else was there to say about that match? Michael Cole got the crap beat out of him at the end. You know, he only had like one move. It was a right punch. And that was it. So then after that, here's Mike Adamle. Mike Adamle's there, you know, at the announcer's table. And he's like, "Hi, this is Mike Adamle. I don't know why I'm here. I'm not really sure why I'm here. I was called and said to be here tonight. I don't know why I'm here." Well, obviously nobody else knows why you're here, Mike. I mean, yeesh. So, CM Punk has a match, non-title match, against the returning William Regal, coming off his 60-day suspension. Now, I gotta say, you know, whatever that outfit William Regal had on was a bit weird, but he's back in the ring. He's his old self, the technical wrestler that I've known, that a lot of fans have known for a long time, and he put up a good match. Now, you know, during the match, he got CM Punk bleeding from the nose, so who knows if, see, his nose, who knows. Anyway, if Punk had a broken nose. I don't believe he did. I did not get a report saying that he did. So, CM Punk got the win anyway, able to go to sleep. So then, you know, and then a little bit later on in the night, here comes Jim Ross, and he's the same thing like Mike Adamle. I got a phone call. You know, I was supposed to be in Hershey Park for a SmackDown Friday night. I don't know why I'm here, barbecue sauce. I don't know why I'm here. Oh my God, barbecue sauce. So now we got Jim Ross and Mike Adamle there with Jerry Lawler. So it's all craziness at this point. Now, Chris Jericho had his final highlight reel, the final one, the last one, and he cut another good promo in the ring, you know, and it's like, this is the most sadistic I've ever seen Chris Jericho, and I like it. I really, really like it. And then of course they said Shawn Michaels was going to appear on Raw next week. Probably not in the arena, but, by that whole studio crap. And then the main event was Cena Batista against JBL and Kane. Really nothing memorable to me, except JBL hit Kane by accident. That was really it. So Shane McMahon comes out at the end of Raw, and he announces his new general manager for Raw. Points to the entranceway, as if somebody's going to come out. We're waiting with anticipation. And he turns right back around and points to Mike Adamle. That's right. Mike Adamle is the new general manager of Raw. And you can imagine the reaction when that happened. The greatest reaction was, and if you watch it again, look very closely to the middle of the screen. There's a fan standing up. He's like this. That is the perfect reaction to that. I was laughing my ass off. I thought that was hilarious. And then he made a match for SummerSlam, which I'll talk about in a moment. But I made a little joke about Mike Adamle being the GM, how his assistant GM will be his former co-host of American Gladiators, Larry Zonka. Handicap matches will now be contested in Powerball. And if the World Heavyweight title cannot be contested in a regular match, it will be contested in the Eliminator, with CM Punk getting the 3-second head start. So, that's really that. And on that note, it is time to go to the SummerSlam report. Now, SummerSlam is 2 weeks from this Sunday night, August the 17th, live from Indianapolis, Indiana, on pay-per-view, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. If you do not have pay-per-view capabilities, you always can watch it on WWE.com. Go there for more information. Now then, last week I had announced one match for SummerSlam. Mark Henry to defend the ECW Heavyweight Championship against Matt Hardy. Since that time, 3 new matches have been signed to SummerSlam. And here they are. Edge will face the returning Undertaker, this time in the most brutal match thought of, Hell in a Cell. It is the first time in SummerSlam history that Hell in a Cell will be contested at a SummerSlam. Triple H will defend the WWE Championship against the Great Khali, who won a Battle Royal last week on SmackDown to earn the shot at the WWE Championship. And Mike Adamle's first match signed to a pay-per-view is a biggie. John Cena will face Batista in a one-on-one match. Now next week, more matches will be announced for SummerSlam, and you can watch it right here for more information. TNA and Ring of Honor are next.